Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy ABE, A Money Reacts. Sitting here with another reaction. Alright, we got 15 rappers who checked stupid interviewers. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Road to 1K. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, let's see who's being disrespectful. Let's get it.
They succeed, man.
Hey man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
Oh, I remember that. Joe Budden and Migos and Academics.
It's a lot.
Come on, J man.
Bro.
Come on.
Whoa.
Come on, folks.
Get your house, bro. Man, I tell you everything go business, bro.
One rapper upped his strap
crash
on
out.
the interviewer for joking too much, and another spit on the interviewer for taking up for his op. These are rappers who checked stupid interviewers. And we gotta start off with Soulja Boy, because Soulja Boy is known for not being scared to speak his mind and will go off on anyone. In 2000.
Nah, Soulja Boy's a troll. I can't even lie to you.
2019, Soulja Boy was doing an interview with Everyday Struggle, and the main person asking him questions was
remember this
DJ
show.
Academics. Halfway through the show, Academics starts picking at Soulja. First, he tells him he needs to get rid of his Gucci headband since he wears it a lot. Soulja responds by telling him this and pulling out some racks on Academics to shut him up.
Hate on me because I'm rich.
That headband gotta go. I can't even lie to you. That dirty ass Gucci headband, bro. Alright,
I look
bro.
better than them. I probably they like me. I'm a pretty. I look good. I'm sexy. It is
You
what
gotta
it
get rid
is.
of that Gucci headband, though, man. Like,
No,
No
you know
bullshit.
this is a war
Hey.
now because y'all keep clowning me. I'm gonna wear it even more so y'all can keep talking. I love it, bro.
You need to make
I love when y'all
changes on
talk.
it.
I can go back.
oh, is that Drake? Oh, hold up.
For the rack shadow.
Oh,
I
shit.
can go buy. You know what I'm saying, 30 of these headbands, bro.
Seconds later, Soulja lets him know he is mad since they tried playing him like he was broke. And that's the main thing that pisses Soulja off, because he starts going off on everyone on the show.
No, you just trying to
don't
play me
respect-
like I was broke.
No.
She was like, y'all think Soulja Boy got money in the bank and y'all think, yo, is you crazy?
Soulja then lets DJ Academics and everyone on the show know that they better respect him or things were going to get ugly. He said he was going to slap them because Academics kept trying to downplay Soulja Boy like he was a nobody.
Nah, y'all gotta face it and y'all gotta respect me, bro, or I'm slapping, bro.
Soulja Boy
Shit.
then roasted Academics and let him know he's a hater because Academics kept only mentioning the bad things about Soulja, not the good things he's done.
I need the label behind me, so I signed a deal. Yo, you just typing, you a hater.
That's not hate.
Hater, you try to pull up the behind it. Nah, everybody know Drake stole my flow, bro, and that's the end of it.
Shit.
He took a line from you, and you took the same line from a.
And you fat as and
Soulja, I fuck with you for that, because he is fat. He does eat a lot of Big Macs. Me too, but that is facts. He is fat.
But this isn't the only time a rapper completely went off on DJ Academics during an interview, because back at the 2017 BET Awards, the Migos were on the red carpet during an
I'm a black, bad, and bougie.
interview with Navenger Alexis, DJ Academics,
Rest
and
in
Joe
peace,
Budden.
Takeoff.
During the interview, Academics was talking to Takeoff, saying how he was
Rest in
left off the
peace.
song
Rest
Bad
in
and Bougie.
peace.
And Takeoff obviously wasn't happy with Academics asking him this, based on how he responded.
Still bad and bougie.
I ain't left out bad and bougie. You think I'm left out bad and bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left out bad and bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left out
I'm
bad
bad
and
and
bougie?
bougie.
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left out bad and bougie?
Academics quickly picked up on the energy and started agreeing with Takeoff so things wouldn't get worse. But that's when Joe Budden decided to
Rest in
get
peace,
disrespectful.
Takeoff.
So he cut Takeoff and Academics off, saying they needed to wrap the interview.
That's one thing I like about the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a
Rest in
collective.
peace, Takeoff.
wrap this up though.
My bad. I be trying to jump.
I couldn't hear anything.
The Migos instantly knew that Joe was trying to be disrespectful. So Quavo told Joe to go ahead and wrap it up. Joe gets even more disrespectful and drops the mic while Academics is paying homage to the Migos and walks out on them.
Jose.
Close it.
Hey, listen, man. I wish I could
That's
talk to
Jose.
Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey man, you guys are
That's when the whole squad stood up and got ready to do something to Joe Budden.
Nah,
nominated tonight. Have a good show.
they look like they was not bullshitting.
Wait. No. Wait.
Where's the security guard?
But the video only gets crazier because this next rapper upped the poll on the interviewer for joking around about his op too much, since he knew that'd make that piss FBG Butter off. FYB J-Mane started interviewing Chicago rappers not too long ago, and one day he decided to bring FBG Butter on his platform since he and Butter are close partners. The interviewer starts off smoothly with J-Mane, since J-Mane is asking legitimate questions. But midway through, J-Mane brings up snitching in King Lil J, and this is when Butter starts to get frustrated. At first, J-Mane pulls out a mousetrap to troll Butter, and he lets J-Mane know that he needs to chill out.
Nah, you can't be playing with people like that, bruh.
Bro.
Not the wrong people.
Another thing for your rap.
Boy, what? Come on, folks, stop playing with me, folks.
This a mousetrap.
Man, I don't know nothing about that, shorty. My
Lil J, you was a rat, bro.
Tuka, before you touch that, talk about this shit, folks. Oh, Tuka, you making me mad, brother. I love you, folks. I'm trying to show you love on camera, folks. I ain't gonna never flow you out, but this right here, you flowing me out, folks.
Bro.
That's clown J-Mane. We gonna
That's
start.
crazy.
What you say? We gonna start there?
Then, after Butter tells J-Mane to chill out, since he's actually cool with him and doesn't want to take things there, that's when J-Mane continues to bring up Lil J, one of Butter's ops that he fell out with. And you could tell that Butter was serious.
Saying, bro.
Man, you stay talking about this Geechee man for what you trying to give him some money for?
I'm saying
He
this.
started to stop my money. I'm not finna keep talking about this what this fucking fuck. It's like I'm arguing with my boyfriend and I ain't no man, folks.
Alright.
On 2nd grade, folks. It's like I'm keep going back and forth with Lil J and what Lil J say.
J-Mane then pours out a big block of cheese and sits it on the table, since Lil J and other rappers around Chicago say that Butter actually snitched on Lil J, which is why they started beefing. So once Butter saw the block of cheese, he upped his strap and cocked it to make J-Mane chill out with all of the trolling about him. And J-Mane, since he real deal, doesn't like that dude.
Gotta chill out.
It's a lot.
Come on, J-Mane,
Bro.
folks. Come on, G. Come on, folks.
Yeah, you.
Now that's too far, J-Mane. We gonna start with this too far, J-Mane, folks.
Hey, he did tell you to stop.
What the That's too far, folks. What the is that, folks? Come on.
Bro,
Hey,
this
we
an
going,
interview,
Splax.
man. This an interview.
I gotta
bro.
have the handlers, man.
Bro,
me and the
bro.
handlers gonna go, man.
Bro, I'm just.
Me and the handlers we gonna slide, man. That ain't handling the business.
Bro, sit down, bro.
You ain't handling the handlers, man.
Bro, this a joke, bro.
Man,
You
ain't no
pulling- Bro, stop pulling out
You
pipes on that
whopping,
shit,
man.
bro. Y'all
You
overdoing
know
it,
I'm
bro.
dangerous.
You ain't
Thankfully,
talking
it
that
was
shit.
J-Mane interviewing Butter, because if it was someone he wasn't cool with, things would have probably gone way worse. The interviewer
you
might have lost their life,
antagonizing.
but after this interview went viral, Butter started receiving a lot of backlash for pulling the gun on J-Mane, since fans said it wasn't that serious. The police also saw the clip, which almost led to Butter getting arrested on
That's
gun charges.
crazy.
Since Butter is on papers, he told everyone it was a skit so he wouldn't get arrested.
Talk to me about that a little bit more.
Like, they was just telling me, like, yeah, look at it. He's from STL. He brought you a block of cheese. You, like, they feel like you're a snitch, right? Are you working for the government? I'm too working for no mother government. I ain't get paid. You talking about, I'm like, and that's my homie. That's a skit.
Now, let's move on to Kanye, because he went mega viral back in 2022 for many of his interviews. In one interview with Piers Morgan, Ye completely went off on Piers and was talking over him and kept cutting him off like he was a little boy. Ye was talking about him getting dropped from Adidas and how the whole world was trying to cancel him. But Piers wouldn't stop cutting Ye short, and it pissed him off.
Need to go to the top lawyers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the owners of the football teams, and the owners of the record labels. And we're gonna put them all in one room, and we're gonna read let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's
contract. Okay, but why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you.
Call me boy. Nah, Kanye West, bro. This nigga. Gone.
Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm gonna finish my sentence of my idea.
Later in the interview, Ye walked out of the interview since he wasn't rocking with how Piers was talking to him.
After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position, that's clear.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
But it didn't stop there with Ye. A few weeks later, Kanye went on Tim Pool, and during this interview, he walked off as well, since Kanye was mad that Tim didn't want to speak about Jews, since he knew it would have got him canceled. Because Tim agrees with what Ye is talking about, and says they've been unfair to him. That's when Ye asks him, who are they? And wants Tim to put a name on the people who've been unfair to him.
Because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press, and financially I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost. But I still walked in stride through it.
Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though?
But Tim didn't want to be direct, since he knew it would have canceled him. So Ye got mad and walked out, since the host was beating around the bush, and he wasn't trying to get canceled.
I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking about.
It is them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone.
When interviewing rappers, you have to be careful when comparing them to other rappers. One day, DJ Vlad was interviewing a white drill rapper from Chicago, known as EBE Bands. Around that time, Slim Jesus, another white drill rapper, was going viral and buzzing really heavily. So Vlad posted an article saying that Bands was the next Slim Jesus. And this seemed to upset Bands, since he didn't want to be compared to Slim Jesus, due to multiple reasons.
Your music video.
Right.
On Vlad TV, right? And, you know, I purposely titled it what I titled it because I wanted it to get a lot of attention. I said, the next Slim Jesus ?
Bands then flashes his gun to scare Vlad, to show him that he's really about that drill life, unlike Slim Jesus.
I ain't no next nothing. I've been out before him. Months, years before him. In all honesty, I ain't blow up because my look real and authentic. Not no foolery. My CO2 gun. Boy, nah, man. Nah. Nah.
And sometimes it's best not to ask rappers about things they've done in the past either, since it'll make them mad. The Island Boys were on the Danza Project, and before coming on the show, they had just gone viral not too long ago for kissing each other. A YouTuber known as La Mike was also on the show, and he asked the Island Boys if they were gonna kiss it out since they were arguing. That's when they get pissed and stand up, letting La Mike know that they'll whoop him right now.
Busting your you finally dosing all of you. You dosing, right?
Pause.
Bro, that's New Orleans lingo for like I'm roasting.
I know what dosing is.
Hey, but first of all, I kicked you and you didn't. You finally not musty too. Finally not musty.
All right, bro. Y'all gonna kiss it out or like what's good?
Shut your.
Right now. That's cap.
Whoa. Back up. What you gonna do about it?
Whoa. You see how look. Let's talk real life.
Not long after
crash outs.
After that, everything calms down. And one of the Island Boys talks about how he doesn't care what haters and people on the internet say about him. That's when Danza says, if they feel that way, why do they get mad when someone brings up the topic of them kissing? The Island Boys let Danza know he'll tear up all the podcast equipment for bringing that topic up again. And they almost fight.
They gotta say, man, they're gonna hate on you regardless.
But you say what they gotta say. Yeah. That's what you say. Right, but at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 because we got both of y'all here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going on with you two kissing each other and
Shut your ass. Break this.
Hey, yo, that I would love to see you try.
Shit.
I would love to see you try that.
Hey, we standing on business. He didn't back down. Love to see it. Oh shit.
But these two aren't the only rappers who get sensitive about that topic. A rapper known as Baby Los started to make a name for himself after he linked up with the Island Boys in 2020. Fans even considered him the fourth Island Boy. But not too long ago, Hood Rich Kevin tried to get Los to speak on the viral video of the Island Boys kissing. And this is what upset Los and made him flash out on the interviewer.
I gotta ask you, bro, like everybody wants to know, did you see the Island Boys kiss?
Bruh.
Hey, yo.
Bitching them dudes for real, bro. Like,
why you asking another girl? Nah, the interviewer was kind of out of pocket for that. I ain't gonna lie. Why you asking another grown man? Did he see two grown men kissing? That's insane work.
Oh no.
I ain't gonna lie.
fam, they wasn't gay when I was around, fam. Like, bruh, stop doing that, bruh. Like, this interview ain't about that. Like, it could go down in this interview, bruh. Like,
yeah, don't play with that nigga.
Do you want it to go down in this interview?
Shit.
Do you want it to go down, yes or no?
Nah, bro.
Nah. After the incident, Los was getting a lot of backlash, so he uploaded a video trying to clear his name because he said he did it since the interviewer wouldn't listen and stopped speaking about the Island Boys to him.
I know all y'all been seeing that interview that been going viral, bruh. I know y'all been seeing it. But if you literally watched the last interview before that, I told him, stop speaking on them. Them dudes went rainbow. Why would I want to be associated? So in the recent interview that y'all clearly see that's going viral, he wanna ask me about them like, fam, I just told you don't.
It's a good thing the interviewer stopped speaking on it after that, because things probably would have been way worse if he had continued talking about them. Now, let's move on to 16 Shot 'em, because even though 16 isn't a rapper, he's known in the rap scene for interviewing a lot of rappers. So one day, 16 was on No Jumper, getting interviewed by Flacco, one of the members of the No Jumper team. During the interview, 16 tells Flacco it's like he's playing both sides, since Flacco is cool with one of 16's ops, but trying to be cool with him at the same time.
It's like you with me, then you're some police too.
How is that our fault, though? Because you said, right?
What you mean, how's your fault? You standing behind you calling me a clout chaser and you standing behind this showing you
No, right.
I don't want you to be on my side, bro, but stop.
Bro,
stop.
I think you're a clout chaser.
It's like you in the game.
Flacco then calls 16 Kevo to piss him off, since Bandman Kevo is the person 16 has beef with. So 16 tells Flacco to stop playing with him before he smacks him. And that's when things get crazy, because 16 does this next.
Man, shut up. I just said let the man talk.
What'd you say, Kevo?
Bro, suck my bro. That's a
Hey, stop playing before I smack out.
Do it.
Shit.
Hey, no. Here. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody watch out.
I'll beat the
Thankfully, security was there, because things would have been way worse since they spit on each other. Now, let's move on to Snoop Dogg, because in 2011, Snoop went to Norway for an Adidas promo. He unfortunately arrived late to the interview, so the report straight up asked Snoop why he was late. But Snoop told him to be happy that he's there, since he didn't have to show up at all.
5 hours.
That's entitlement.
Man,
shut. Come on, man.
No, we just saw you on Twitter from the border.
About 5 hours late. I'm here to be happy. I'm here.
Snoop then tells the interviewer to get out of there and makes the dude leave the room, since he wasn't asking him any real questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, let's move on to ESTG. He was doing an interview with Bootleg Kev and got mad that Kev was talking more about his football career than his music career. Kev talks about seeing a picture of G in some football equipment and asks G for more details about it. So G asks him how he sees the picture, but not read an article about it.
I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL
Well, I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know. How you see the picture, you ain't read the article that came with.
Kev continues only talking about football. So G asks Kev what any of this has to do with music, since G came on the platform to talk about his music.
What do that got to do with music?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like, I'm a huge football fan, and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real.
I do get it, but like, yeah, he is there to talk about his music, but like, I feel like these artists need media training or some shit like that. Some like media, cause like you're gonna have interviews like this just talking about random shit. So
high level like football run, you know what I'm saying, before the rap.
And you can tell this really pissed G off, since he stopped talking and was ignoring Kev. Then, seconds later, he got up and walked out of the interview, since he was annoyed with Kev.
Yeah. That was awkward.
Time in Bootleg Hip podcast history. We had someone walk off of the set.
Now, let's move on to upcoming Atlanta rapper, Baby Kia, because he was doing an interview with Lil Pistol. Pistol is known for trying to roast and joke around with rappers during his interviews. But while doing this, Pistol takes things a little too far and decides to ask BK a very weird and suspicious question. That's when BK checks Pistol and instantly lets him know that he doesn't play like that.
Funny, yeah. A female ever tried to eat your before?
Hey, bro.
What kind of question is that?
Where the hell you from?
Memphis? Memphis?
I don't know. I don't play that. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. No, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I say where that from, man?
Pistol's whole mood changes and he chills out with all the joking since he knows BK is serious and doesn't want things to go bad on the interview. Now, let's move on to the rapper Petey Wheatstraw, because Petey stars the interview and everything is cool. But the interviewer tries picking on Petey after Petey doesn't know the exact age he moved to the state he lives in now.
Local artist Petey Wheatstraw. What's good, Straw? Hey, it's good to have you here at Birmingham Unsigned but Major Bio Interviews. And I just want to ask you a few questions so the fans can get to know you a little better as an artist. That's cool with you?
That's cool with me, bro.
I bet. So first off, we start off by asking you, where you from, man? Tell everybody where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, the 504, you know what I'm saying? Moved up here.
Yeah, the niggas from Louisiana do not play. You do not want to play with them.
To 205 Birmingham, Alabama when I was about, what, 3, 6, 9 years old.
When you was about 3, 6, 9 years old.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, like.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Okay, and
Seconds later, the interviewer's phone starts ringing. He fires back at the interviewer, saying that's disrespectful, and he's messing up his interview. From there, things start to get tense between the two.
Okay, and that can be edited out. Calm down. But like I said, it can be edited out, man. Calm down. Hello.
The interviewer didn't acknowledge Petey at all and talked on the phone during half of the interview. You could tell that Petey was stressed about that.
My bad, Straw.
That's when the interviewer let Petey know he apologizes for that. But Petey tells him he's going to let that one slide. The interviewer goes back to asking him questions, but with one question, Petey doesn't answer. So the interviewer makes a smart statement saying that isn't what he asked.
Man, that was my wife. She had called me on some emergency, but you know, back. Say what?
I said that would be respectful. I don't get no.
What I'm saying is, back to the interview, man. Back to the interview. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of unprofessional, but at the end of the day, you know, we all have, you gonna let it slide. Let everybody know, you know, what started you with this music.
Man, I'm trying to reach the top. All these in Birmingham, man, you know about my Birmingham top 10 countdown, right? That gonna be out of China.
Right.
Yeah, man,
but I asked, the question was, let everybody know how you got started, like what got you started.
And Petey gets pissed, letting the dude interviewing him know that he'll tear everything up in the house since he's disrespecting him during his interview.
You got me started.
Shit.
I'm saying you can piss me out with the goddamn conversation, bro. You ain't do that to nobody else. I seen the other that you done did, bro. You ain't do that.
Fam, first off, we edit videos, so like that happen. I'm saying, and it get edited, my. So you don't know what I did with the other people. Calm down, and you gonna either do your interview.
Hey, this interview is bold. I can tell you that.
Or you gonna get this whichever one you wanna do, my nigga.
I'm doing you a favor.
Whichever one you wanna do.
I'm doing you
a favor.
Oh,
shit. Doing me a motherfucking favor.
Okay then.
So nobody do no motherfucking favor for me. Let's get that right, bro.
Okay then.
On everything, bro. Don't even come at me like that. For real. Gonna make me better.
So I'm gonna do you a favor until you get the house.
What do you mean get the out your house, bro?
Talk out my house. How about that?
Man, I tear everything up, bro.
You tear it up. Tear it up then. Get your
pull a gun out, bro.
And if the interviewer had been strapped, things probably would have been way worse, since Petey probably would have done him badly. But speaking of getting done bad, rapper Fat Drench caught his op and did him bad on live. And another rapper got hit at with a switch after calling his ops out on live. So click this video to see teen rappers who had shootings live.
Crazy ass video. Do not play with some of these rappers, I ain't gonna lie to you. That last clip, yeah, don't play with a nigga like that. He from Louisiana. Alright, I'm out. Peace.